How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix, right? Why are we getting this again? What? Have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. You are no longer worthy of your title. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer, to prove a killer innocent. March 23, 9:43 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. My voice is starting off really bad. Nice. Oh yeah, I probably have to turn this on. No, this is Phoenix, right?
You don't look so well, dude.
You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Now listen up, you'd better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Maya. Gonna... Oh, no, actually. Pearly doesn't say Phoenix. Gonna guess... Gumshoe. Phoenix. Oh, completely off. Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to charm me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here. Not anywhere. Of course, another one. Is that a curse on Garde again? Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it.
Man, what do you mean, pal?
Ah, Gumshoe. I'm really sorry. Where are you?
They never joined the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal.
Then you have some sort of lead?
Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up.
Gumshoe.
Until the trial's over, until the verdict's handed down, we're going to do everything we can to find the killer. If you can get Maya out, then you can get Engarde the guilty verdict he deserves, pal.
That's true, I could do that if they found Maya first.
You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer.
I have to make the trial last longer?
If you go out with Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out.
Oh, now I get it.
I believe in you, pal. You and Miss Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. Believe in us that believes in you. We're gonna give it all we've got, just like you.
Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Beep. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to. Well, you have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world and you have it in abundance. Nakama. Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. Have to make the trial last as long as I can. I'm sure we'll come through. I know it. March 23, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 3. Wait, his voice. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engarde. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. And now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery in our hands. A session that I remember nothing of course. The mystery being what exactly was Miss Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Engarde, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying she's guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Corrida was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Engarde. Oh, what a surprising turn of events. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time, so I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, I have it. Never mind. But we'll still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Well then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Oh, okay. I'm Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. What is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's... I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Sorry. But I'm just kind of nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, he visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But, you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about when you went to Miss Engarde's room. Okay. Sure. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. Watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. So far, it's not much. Exactly, Judge. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Engarde was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? Well, that's alright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, yeah? Well, right. Why did I see you there? How did I see you there? I'm just gonna... Wait, what? Oh, okay, that's annoying. The defendant's room. Why did you go there? The patterns are weird. Well, his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? It's alright. Why is it? You're going to try and trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. Oh, please don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness, I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. So sorry. So you went to the defendant's room and then... Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Matt was standing there in front of me staring at the necklace at my costume. Are you sure that was Matt Engarde? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the necklace samurai mask then. That's the case, and he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room? Talking with someone. At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform, and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Sounded like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. I guess I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah. The bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do, right? So how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. Actually, I want to rearrange my stuff. Okay. That's probably not going to give us anything, but still. So, who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and my own little pearl. I thought it'd be really good since I invited you guys. So if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in the hyper state, and they're focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Okay, I've seen that. I guess we can argue about this. No, I mean... this. Let's try it. Yeah, why not? Huh? What did I press? That's wrong. I don't see anything. Did I press on everything? I think I did. I press on that. Right, oh, I had to go back. I did feel something weird. I think, yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Could it be because that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Oh, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
Okay, now I just need to press that. So we gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Oh, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. A tip could be a large amount. And the bellboy's face is obviously going to be, it's like that. Almost like Two-Face, where it's almost like a zipper in front. Let's start with the first one. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers?
He wasn't exactly like a boy, more like an old Gramps. How do you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court? No. No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches. A line of stitches? Yeah, and it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out.
Ah! He was there, at Engarde's house. He was that butler.
Why is that, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. So that means Engarde was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Engarde would be declared guilty in a blink. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything.
Yes, Chief. You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What did you just say, Your Honor?
Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. We're just going around in circles. Now then, Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony.
And now, press on it again. Now we go here. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree?
I'm sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court about how much we would say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. Can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash? Oh, his stance. Oh, come on.
Oh, well. Oh, interesting.
That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
Oh.
The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. I guess I'm gonna raise the objection. Defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. I was saying that all superstars are super spenders. If I could receive large orders of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? Hey, he's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all of my hard work.
I can't speak. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor. Payment.
Payment.
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida.
Then the bellboy the witness saw.
Yes, he was the assassin.
Hold your horses now, Miss Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley the Killer.
He's a person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I am certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley the Killer.
Really?
What's wrong, Mr. Bowers?
Oh, no, nothing. Something just clicked into my head and I think so I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What?
Mr. Bowers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away.
What do you have? What will you bring us?
This time I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corrida's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so it had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean what?
Thank you very much. That's all we need for now.
But I'm not done. Still more.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room, and if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Ha 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 ha. This is no laughing matter. I don't think there's much to press about on that, but well. And what time was it? No, wrong voice.
Well, I don't remember. The whole ceremony ended around 8 p.m, right? And I went to my room pretty soon after that. Then I came back. Then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 10 past 8 p.m. by that time. You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Oh, sorry. I thought maybe you could catch my mat and say my congrats.
That's when that bellboy came in. Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Oh, yeah.
How could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform after all.
But you see...
Well, he had those stitches on his face.
So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt.
So which room did the bellboy come out of? The victim's room, huh?
Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It's Juan's room, alright.
Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
Wait, what?
Wait. Press on the wrong button somehow. Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah.
How could you tell? Oh, the hair? Why did it... Did it go... Did they loop around?
Wait.
So what exactly was so out of place about him?
Right.
Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what the magic thing he's gonna say next.
Well, the bellboy was empty-handed.
Empty-handed?
The bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you?
I mean, maybe if he... Nah, actually, maybe not.
I agree that is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
Why is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide or... try to pull a fast one? Let's see what he's gonna do. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy.
Well, there really is.
Really isn't.
If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed. Ever. Your Honor asks that the witness' previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well. Well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir.
So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed?
Oh, yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand, and there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it.
Juice? What kind of juice was it?
I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record.
I guess. Yeah, there's a tray there. There we go!
Mr. Powers. Yes?
You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But isn't it really suspicious? It's got all those stitches and...
Aren't you known for people being suspicious of you just because of how you look?
So?
Phoenix! Nick! Come on!
So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious by...
Can't even say that.
Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches?
Why are you like this?
Well, there's also... what about him being empty-handed?
I would like to ask the court to please take a look here.
This is the crime scene.
There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corrida's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what's on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see there is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corrida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But... That would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
How can you prove that Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this road.
I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing which you would like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed? What's that supposed to mean? I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
Huh? Oh, what?
That bellboy. He was wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, pitch black, leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right?
But black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind.
Oh, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious? Alright, gotta focus. Can't get lax here. So he had gloves. A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Rice. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they are made of leather?
But the man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy.
It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest?
Oh, yes, please tell us more. Oh, okay.
Their second meeting.
After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left, without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room. Oh, yeah, I kinda saw all that by accident.
Some accident, I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven.
I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Their second meeting. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying?
Excuse me. I may be a poor underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? From the door of the bathroom with my left eye. In sort of a sneaky, spy-like.
I knew he was spying. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know.
He gave some
Go back. I said, hold it.
Well, okay.
That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details.
Okay.
I should probably ask him one question at a time. Yeah, what the person inside? What happened there? So who took this something the bellboy handed off?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm.
Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face?
Yeah.
And it was Mr. Engarde's room, correct? So it could have only been Mr. Engarde himself, I'd say. And then, what did the bellboy do after that? Papa? Okay, now we go back. Hold it, yes. Ask about this something. He gave something to this person?
Yeah.
And what was that something?
If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? Well, this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kinda small.
I would like to summarize his testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm.
Yes, it was just like that.
Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene that was handed over to the clients.
Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... No. Remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir.
What's that? You have something like that? Well, this is a big one. At the moment, definitely not. A statue.
Yeah, it kinda looked like one, I guess. If I saw the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know.
Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with the testimony. What did the bellboy do after that?
Definitely not that. That's just a map. Nothing fits here. Nothing here either. Nothing here. Where did this bellboy go after he left Miss Engarde's room?
Oh, I think he opened the door to fire a hole, went in there, and who knows after that, right?
I do. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time?
Oh yeah, I saw that one thing.
What? He saw something else?
There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker.
I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powell's image just now was just as vague as his first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you pace him enough, everything will become clear. Although that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Talk about a lose-lose situation. I can't speak. Nothing here. This has no pictures. Really nothing here? There's nothing in here either. No way, it can't be that. Well, it doesn't fit the shape, though. Yeah. Bold of you to think I can think. Wooden. I guess small. What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. Why is it Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this.
Oh, Mr. Harris, if you have something to say, please spit it out.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix. Deep breath. Mr. Powers, there's something you saw. Was it this item?
Oh, hey. Hey. That's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright. You really figured it out.
I couldn't we found this at Engarde's mansion.
At the defendant's house. What does this mean?
It's simple, Your Honor. Surely the killer assassined Juan Corrida in his room, and then he stole his wooden bear from the scene of the crime.
Then the bear found at Miss Engarde's mansion would mean.
It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Martin Garde is the killer's client.
Order! I said order!
That's alright. This is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if I hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too.
I think it's clear that there's no need for us to continue this trial.
I can't let this happen. Have to do something. Has to be something we've overlooked.
Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright.
There are still a few points left that we have not fully explored. Why trying to pull?
Well, we can't have that. Alright, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further?
Who received the bear? There was one thing in Mr. Powell's testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure.
Ah!
Hmm?
Why is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, at least give us a good reason why. Sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remembered who took the bear.
What?
Oh, really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm was the Nickel Samurai's arm. I swear it.
You've gotta be kidding.
I'm sure of that, Mr. Powers. Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Hold on. It looks like you've dug your own grave, yet again.
How many times is that today? I've lost count. And I wasn't counting.
So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Engarde is the Nickel Samurai.
Well...
Thanks to the defense, we've made that all clear.
How am I supposed to do now? Me help. You don't have time to act lost. I've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry.
Now I'll bring this cross-examination to... Your Honor. Again, Mr. Wright. I've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony.
Oh.
It's about time you were removed from this court, Mr. Wright. I have to find something. Even one more little point will do.
There are still a question left unanswered.
Why trying to pull? Oh, well, we have that.
Oh. That wasn't it? I was sure that we were gonna say, that this isn't Engarde. And there's one thing that comes to mind when I think that is, the legs. Well, the feet. Or the lack of because it looks like the legs are a bit too short for the costume, which would insinuate that it's Adrian Andrews that is wearing this. So I could say it could have been Adrian Andrews that actually wore the costume when it was picking up the doll. I guess we're not going there? Let's go with the bear. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable.
The bear, Mr. Wright.
This was found in Mr. Engarde's mansion. However, Mr. Engarde was arrested at the hotel that night, which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. True.
Oh.
I think Your Honor has already forgot what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Engarde who took this bear to his mansion.
Oh, that's very true. I didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home.
Phew, that's it. It looks...
You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engarde's mansion.
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Can't believe it. That butler. All this time, he was the killer. You dirty little. The killer and Engarde was working together, so to speak, and the killer was hiding at Engarde Mansion as its butler. Oh, what a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Engarde Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engarde had him do so. I assume it because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Oh my... I forgot to bring the game audio back up. Well, that's right. You've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all?
I think we've heard enough. We now know why this bear figurine was the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Engarde. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew. I didn't press on the other button, did I? No, it doesn't look like it. I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what was stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright?
Well, do I?
What should I do?
Yeah, I mean, what else do I have?
Oh no, announce my verdict. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number 1, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number 2, that very same figurine was found at Engarde Mansion. However, it's possible that this is all the work of a certain other person. And here it comes. What am I saying? What I am saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client. Yes. Is this all you have? Oh, now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer? I don't like it, but I gotta do it. Adrian Andrews. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Engarde for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw. That could have very well been... Why do I say it like that? That could have very well been Mr. Andrews. I can't speak, me. About what, Mr. Engarde? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. The defendant was taking a nap during the break period. Oh, that's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Engarde's mansion. It was a well-laid trap set by Mr. Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defendant's logic, besides which there is no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either.
Why is with this trial? Come on, anyone can see that Engarde did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to blame someone else. Yeah, unbelievable, it's not something petty. It's murder of all things. This is to save Maya, this is to save Maya, this is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Oh, no. All the affected parties will be forced to leave the courtroom, Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth? The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory.
Mr. Wright, even you must have thought his strange wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear to Engarde right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Is that where we're gonna find out that it has a link to Celeste impacts? Oh, like the reason why Juan Corrida likes Felipe's has to do with Celeste impacts. And the scratches could hint at it and at the bear's age. Thus linking it to Celeste impacts. Yes, that could work. I think I heard this one. Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon the witness who will clear all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? That's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Oh, I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. Prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, so it's not to be continued yet. March 23, 11:54 a.m. This record, blah blah blah. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you tried to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Oh, you're back.
Mr. Nick,
Purse? Where's Mia?
I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away.
A really strong power? Interesting. So Mia's channeling... Wait, Maya's channeling Mia at the moment. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is...
It's from Gumshoe.
How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal?
Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto.
Yeah, that's good, pal.
What about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are?
We still don't have any leads, but...
What? We don't have any more time.
If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful.
I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. Have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught. A tent? Huh? A tent? I could see a circus tent. Wait, wrong button. Mia? It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in this little room right now. I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now?
There's only one part, the very big circus.
Maya somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
What? Okay, hold on a sec. Hey, draw a circle on that map, about a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry.
And? I could see a mailbox under the window just outside. Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox.
Okay, what else?
What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so.
There. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay, pal?
Mia, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. 12:05 p.m. We've went into the boom, boom. Court will now reconvene. The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Now then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering in obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder.
I understand.
Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews?
Of course I have.
Oh, you have seen it before? That's right, it's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets?
Alright.
Why?
Why does she? Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with just enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. Really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
That is not what I expected. So this figurine is a container of sorts, is it?
Yes, looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It looks like there really was something to that bear after all.
A puzzle.
That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess this was a puzzle.
So what kind of puzzle is this exactly?
So you can take it apart. How would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again. And to think he's doing that blindfolded. Well, closing his eye.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it. So, what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? Okay, that doesn't say what's inside.
And how do you know about this?
I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Oh, then this was a present from you.
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for Juan.
So, it was a present from Miss Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony.
So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are that many people with the same bear in this country.
Oh, but this looks like it can be easily broken, especially if someone wanted to get at what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. I can never be the same once it's been broken.
Well, what do you mean about that?
I mean, I can agree with that. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container or jewelry box?
She already said.
I never told anyone, and as long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew.
Two of you, huh? And of course that means Mr. Engarde didn't know, right? I think this is all about I'm gonna get for now. Oh ho! Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there's only one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now they have agreed to this point. There's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box? I would have asked this earlier. I was inside.
That's right. That's what we're going to find out next. Witness. Yes? You're the only one who can open this. Please. There's a painful silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Andrews now as she solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. Click. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted?
Oh, what is that?
It looks like a note. I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's a suicide note.
The suicide note.
The suicide note left by Juan Corrida's former manager, Celeste Impacts. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, just as we suspected. It was hidden by the victim, Juan Corrida himself. It seems Celeste Impacts had very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Order! Witness, do you know about this?
Did you know this? Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public. But I couldn't find it anyway.
Because it's already...
Wrong voice. Because it already been taken by the killer. Everything's going at Miss Edgeworth's pace. So now that the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right, at least that's what I would think.
Now then,
I believe it's only appropriate the contents of this note be made known. I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much, just to get my hands on it. And I was going to burn it, for her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well. The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impacts left us a record of all that had happened to her, about being used and then thrown away by Engarde, about being engaged to Corrida and Engarde's role in destroying that, and about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all. And that's all Miss Impacts had to say. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Miss Engarde. Then what? Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder. Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word! Matt Engarde values, above all else, his refreshing like a spring breeze image. Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Do we get to read it?
It's Engarde's fault that the woman killed herself. And this time he even went so far as to get someone to stop it from revealing that. How terrible! What a selfish passion! I guess there's slime lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too.
There is no room for doubts here. Mr. the killer's client's goal was to obtain this suicide note, and the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house.
Wait, actually, before I forget. No.
It seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone. Am I supposed to escape from this one?
Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do.
I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay. There are two deadly pieces of evidence, the figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of this situation through one of those.
The gavel is already in the judge's hand.
Phoenix, hurry.
Suicide note or the figurine, which one of these should I pursue?
This is like a... It's gonna save time if I... So a suicide note is very incriminating. The figurine has less information. But the suicide note will give us more to go through. But I think the figurine, let's start with that. We can always go back. Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it. It's like he doesn't care what he's trying to, that he's trying to get the killer or the hook. The assassin took this with him from the crime scene after murdering Mr. Corrida, at the request of his client, of course. So, what is your point, Mr. Wright? I don't think it's possible. Oh yeah, he wouldn't know about... Anyway, I'm gonna do this. So, Mr. the Killer... the killer shouldn't be aware that there's something inside the thing, as far as I know. And Garde wouldn't know either, I assume. So surely... there has to be something else to it. I don't think it's possible that Mr. the Killer's client was Martin Garde. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. You can't tell by just looking at it that the spare is really a jewelry box. The chances that Martin Garde thought the note was inside the spare.
A 0 to none. Oh, I didn't think of it that way.
Exactly. But I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. After all, there's no reason why Mr. Engarde would ever want a jewelry box like this. More or less. Oh, I forgot. Stats. Where are you? Oh, it looks good. Didn't drop any frames. There was just a little bit of rendering lag frames, so yeah. Looking good.
Order. You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion?
It was just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. The fan seems to be in love with wishing more despair on itself. I'd like the director calls attention to this. Oh, you guys, you can say it from there, okay? Maybe, fair enough.
Oh, what is that?
It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying.
Spying?
What the? I thought that spy camera was in my possession. Oh, true. Martin Garde and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses.
And
the victim, Juan Corrida, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Martin Garde. I was just gonna call him that.
Hold on. That's right.
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't tell me you know about your client's spying activities.
Oh, well, sort of.
Sort of is next. Not.
Help. I like playing these games, but the voice.
Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright.
I see you are confused, Mr. Wright. Probably thinking, but I have the camera that wasn't just a spare's eye. But this camera that I have is not that same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch, using this Gumshoe's box sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera.
Martin Garde's fingerprints weren't there.
Well, Phoenix, it looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's very obvious that Mr. Engarde learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter that. Hey. Now what's that lawyer thinking? I mean, is a man the bad kid guy?
Stop! Don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just... nasty. Phoenix,
Yes, Chief?
have you figured out what you're gonna do next yet?
What I'm going to do next? Does running away like a frightened child work?
I know it seems like Miss Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing.
Well, why is it Mia?
There's a piece of evidence that he should really investigate.
Something he should investigate?
I would really hate to see the God Persecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance.
Why are you speaking riddles all of a sudden?
Tension! Alright, I think this time we finally understand everything. Well, Mr. Wright, you don't have any further objections, do you?
Was this piece of evidence that Mia's talking about? Maybe this?
Can I figure out why his knee still needs to be looked at, or should I let it go?
Yeah, I'm guessing that one.
I have an objection, Your Honor.
That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright.
There we go. Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You are beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Miss Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing.
Does it really make you look cool if you copied it from someone else? Come on.
Hey, isn't that what I just said?
Exactly.
So you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm gonna save here instead. It's faster. It doesn't have all of those camera pans that are very slow. Never mind. But there's something you should really examine about this piece of evidence.
Okay, don't ask me how did that sound. I guess... Nah, it's not.
So it is not that. It's not that. No. Wow, this is really confusing me.
How? Wait, huh? I don't get the logic behind this at all.
That is Mr. Impact's suicide note, right?
Who knows?
I mean, sure, the suicide note was found inside this bear,
But this bear was in my possession until a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting on the suicide note has yet to be analyzed.
Oh, so,
As to whether this pivotal piece of evidence was really written by Miss Enpax or not. Okay, it has yet to be even remotely confirmed.
but Mr. Wright, you can't seriously... Wait, seriously be suggesting.
Mr. Wright, Are you saying the suicide note is a fake?
Miss Andrews.
You are the one who tried to pin this murder on Miss Engarde. Who's to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into despair? How dare you?
Well, Your Honor.
The defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is a fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it.
What?
Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. Only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Oh yeah, and the glasses break again. Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? Yeah, wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote this so you could use it to frame Matt and Garde.
I did no such thing.
Right, if you're going to pronounce the suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you are the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution.
That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note?
It is as the defense has stated. The handwriting has yet to be analyzed.
Well, if that's the case, seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible.
This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make another day.
I didn't want to have to do this, but I don't have a choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate.
Handwriting and this is my butt. That's just a lawyer trying to buy more time. And God is guilty. Look at you, it can tell you that.
I think we've reached the end of the line.
Guilty, 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 guilty.
That kept going for longer than expected.
Oh, what is that sound?
It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? Who's with him? Who's with us, I? Where's Maya? What happened to the killer?
Yeah, I got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there was some way to make up to you. I really do.
Anyway, what's going on?
We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone.
This is terrible.
I'm gonna keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry, I just need a little more time.
But...
Don't tell me don't. Oh, we don't have any more.
Guilty, 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 guilty. You hear that? They're calling for his head.
That's alright. I can't force to come this find. Oh,
What is it?
let me talk to Mr. Edgeworth.
I can't do that.
Mr. Wright, would you please get a hold of yourself?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm about to end today's proceeding. You may take your phone call after.
Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch. Take that.
Mr. Edgeworth. Please, you gotta buy us some more time.
Court is in session. How heartless. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying...
Oh, that's alright. This is a court of law.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but...
I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears I have no choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow.
This time I really can't do anything.
Court is now adjourned for the day.
Huh? Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth?
What is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
I humbly request another 30 minutes of Your Honor time. Honest time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time.
But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes?
I believe we can, Your Honor.
Wouldn't it be better if we adjourned for today and reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I am asking for.
Please, Your Honor.
Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised, I will not allow another recess today.
I'm not sure if this is gonna helping or hurting us.
The court will now take its final recess of the day.
Two 4 p.m.
Right. Well, what's going on with my situation? The killer, it looks like he got away again.
30 minutes. I can't find her in that time. How many times will this phone ring?
Report.
Is that Miss Ezra?
We don't have time. Just spit it out.
Alright. Last time we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind by accident in the insurance to get away.
A few things. Can we use any of them as evidence?
I told you that, sir. I've got the things here to me right now on my way over.
Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swapped the stuff and ran.
What?
Nice one.
I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble like this.
And he's just gonna slash HP again.
When my phone comes back, I'll say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
Oh, alright. Just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. Pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Items left by the murderer. Huh. Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me.
No one can stop me.
Well then. What happened? It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well. What was he thinking? I've got to hurry and call for help. But we have no idea where he is. His cell phone is broken, and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get to those items before they do, the police will take possession of them. No! Can't let that happen. Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
We have it. We have it. Do I have it? I don't have it.
Why? Why did Gumshoe have to get an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment?
There is a way. I just happen to know a way.
That's right, there is a way. What? How? I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this.
Eh? Eh?
So we do have it? Right. We're not in the middle of a mock trial here. Because this wouldn't work, huh? There we go.
We don't have it, but she does.
That's where it is. Why are you bringing up Francesca at a time like... Oh, I see. I'm trying to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have. Francesca, will she even want to help us? Edgeworth. Why is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt on someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say, Defense Attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right, it doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears, whether you did your job well or not.
that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict.
Yes, Prosecutor Edgeworth here.
Yes, bailiff.
There's a phone call for you, sir. He said it was extremely urgent.
I'll probably finish with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. To be continued. And so, I'm gonna end this stream here. Because I know that I don't have that much time to actually go through the trial fully. And I like this for some reason. 2:53 p.m. We're going to start the video, the stream with a scratchy voice.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready.
Yes, Your Honor. What's your voice again?
Yes, Your Honor. I can understand the defense acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? Why, that is... It's nothing, Your Honor.
What's wrong with Edgeworth? It looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide is a forgery. Suicide note is a forgery.
What?
What do you mean, Miss Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Nani? Order, Miss Edgeworth. Would you care to explain what is going on? This was not written by Miss Impact. Then who wrote it? We'd need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. Mr. Corrida? Well, it looks like Miss Impact never left the suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about Engarde. However, Your Honor, even though the suicide note is indeed a fake, Miss Engarde could have not known that, and
That doesn't seem right, English. Neither did that sentence I just said. So those facts remained unchanged. That fact remained unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. I couldn't read. The theory that Engarde had no idea that the suicide note was fake. Something seems a little wrong with it. Do we have evidence? I guess we can say that we have a note with her writing. We'll just go for it. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution had stated contrary to this testimony. If everything the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, it's impossible for Mr. Engarde to not have known it was a fake. He would have seen it because he has that.
Well, Miss Edgeworth, your response?
No?
I believe that even more important than finding out if this note is real or not is whether the alternative badge to pin this note just is real. That is the $1 million question.
Me too. I'm going to take a wild guess and say the mess up again.
Actually, there's something I would like to ask. Miss Edgeworth, you had stated something earlier to the effect of the defendant had spied on Mr. Corrida's private life. I believe this would mean that he would have known about the note as well.
Okay, I see it now. Fair enough. I'm stupid.
That's it. Yes, and so naturally. This means Miss Engarde would have known that the note was a fake. Order. See here, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
How's one thought of the spying thing? Jumping in, stealing my thunder like that is simply... I can't even describe it.
Describe it. Ah, yes. Sorry.
Were you marked about embarrassing Miss Edgeworth for my grandchild, had you not? For that, I'll assign you a penalty.
No way! Twice! What? If only I had kept my mouth shut. No, definitely need to save Scum.
So then the defendant knew that suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory as to what Miss Engarde's motive for murder was has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Engarde monitored Mr. Corrida 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote in the note in a place Miss Engarde didn't know of.
Well, right back at you, Miss Edgeworth.
Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery in an unknown place?
Order. Miss Edgeworth. Looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave.
As I figured.
Huh? As you figured?
As I figured, it came down to this after all.
Miss Edgeworth, you are not making any sense.
When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Engarde's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Or? Thinking outside the box, are we?
Well, I agree with you there.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time.
Oh, well, that's fine.
However, this witness is a little unusual. Edgeworth stuttering. This is not like him at all.
Unusual. Well, what sort of witness is this person, Miss Edgeworth?
This witness is one who will perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder. That's impossible. Wait, that's impossible. Who in there? No suspicion exists who can answer that question with certainty. I can't read! Is he trying to get Shelley the killer on the phone?
Yes, Miss Edgeworth. Who is this witness?
It's,
yes, go on. Who is it?
the man himself, Mr. Shelley the killer.
Oh, Mr. the killer. Oh, wait! Shelley the killer?
Why did it suddenly become British?
You mean the killer? I mean the assassin?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's coming here to the witness stand?
Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. I recognize this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Yes? I can't use my glasses. My nose is irritated a little bit, and it's annoying to have the glasses right on top.
Is this alright with you?
Do I have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is alright to do this.
Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left to us? Now then, witness. Your name and your occupation, please.
Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the killer, and I am a professional assassin.
I say, what is going on here?
Your Honor?
How can you remain so calm? And what's the meaning of this two-way radio?
Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court. So this must be what the urgent phone call he got earlier was about.
Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. the Killer himself.
Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelley the Killer.
I understand. Please wait a second.
I'm so hungry.
Maya! Maya!
That voice! Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied this man is indeed Shelly the killer. It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so...
Wait, I need to change that. Now then, witness. There's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else.
And what would that be?
At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct?
It is as you say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida.
I don't know how to do a gulp in an old man voice, so I'm just gonna... Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client.
Very well.
This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it. A bad dream.
Shelly the killer, what is he going to say?
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Mr. Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us.
While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He's no He's no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief.
I mean about this trust between his clients and himself thing. Seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. There's no way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected. Cool and collected? Phoenix. Do I have to... I'll just do it. We can't hear anything you have to say later. Can you please just tell us your clients?
I don't think you understand your place, Mr. Attorney. I said this is something I must first state. Do you know what the word first means?
Sorry. Go on.
Well, it appears this is one witness you can't badger, Mr. Wright.
That's only because you don't know about my situation. The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome.
And that is why you're justifying in this manner.
But this is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer name so my client can trust me.
Couldn't someone stab you in the back and break your trust?
It has never happened before, but if it ever did,
Yes?
that person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly.
That's enough. Please, no more.
Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway.
It seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your clients. I would think that this would be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed
Their role.
This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven.
Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty?
To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die?
No, I didn't say anything.
The judge had better watch himself. Eh? Wait, I pressed on the button that I use for... I need to check the input, but it's the last stream anyway. We understand, so please tell us the name of your client.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I still have a few things to say before I do.
Taiko, my amigo.
It's not good for your health to be so aggravated. You won't live very long if feel that everything bother you.
Somehow that coming from an assassin makes it less than comforting. I don't really care about all the extra. Is this extra fluff? Just tell us the name already. Patience, try to calm down a little. It's important to try and understand his mindset. He seems very steadfast and close, so you're gonna have to work to get him to talk. I'm not his therapist, you know. Wrong button. Huh? Uh-huh? That's not what I wanted to do, but sure. That was the right thing to do, though. The trust between you and your clients.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet.
I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
A person who frames another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person?
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck. An assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured?
Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
This case just keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point. I think. Really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek.
You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready.
Excellent.
Eh?
So maybe yes, I still...
Oh. Okay, suddenly a new statement that we haven't seen before. Okay. Oh, what is it? No, I can't bring myself to ask the client. Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida?
That person's name is...
Where?
Adrian Andrews.
What? Witness. That's not who you told me it was earlier.
Rachel, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I should know my own client. And it is Adrian Andrews.
Oh, what? This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on here? My guess is that Mr. the killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Stabbed Edgeworth in the back. Sure, in order to get an audience with this court, Mr. the killer told him a different name. Engarde, perhaps? I knew it. This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie. But you're the one who summoned this witness. You, Shelley the killer.
My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Engarde. Am I correct? All I wish to do is help procure his acquittal.
Wow. All of a sudden it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah. And I don't feel good about that either. The prosecution has failed to provide the motive and has instead provided the suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there's a possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most of all, we have heard from the assassin himself, the name of his client. Mr. the killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Engarde is innocent.
cause you all a bit of confusion, please continue this discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict.
Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
Wrong button, I keep forgetting that. Mia would be right. What now? With the way this is going, Engarde will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but Edgeworth is right. The killer is lying. And Engarde, my client, I know he's guilty. Can I live with myself if I win this?
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant?
Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Surely the killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone, please, the testimony just now. It was all one big lie. Miss Andrews, suicide note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted word. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. the killer himself has testified, has named you as his client.
No, that's not true.
Also, there's quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume.
But that's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste's impact was a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please. Help me. Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinions.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya, or do I throw this chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Of course, the trial continue, but just in case, it's technically that and that. Phoenix. I can't do it, Maya. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept her not guilty. You're a lawyer. I know. But Matt Engarde is a killer. A murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Miss Andrews be convicted, then I am no better than Engarde. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact that it is because of Edgeworth that I now know the real truth. He could have gotten Engarde convicted so many times over, but he never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, I'll be betraying his trust. His trust? I never thought about it. I never thought about it until now. I trust him? Yes, you do.
How did you hear me, huh?
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. the Killer.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright?
Right.
But the witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. To see through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at, and I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well, the trial will continue. Miss Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. the Killer.
Right away, Your Honor.
Has the verdict been reached?
Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more.
About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for?
Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done. What's he talking about? Usually done?
But what shall we have him testify about now?
Mr. the Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail.
You legal people on your procedures. Is there anyone that no one likes to go to court?
Not quite the right voice, but whatever.
As I had already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime. While pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene, Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrida was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules.
This is the most unexpected turn of events for the 5th time now. However, this time everything has finally been revealed.
Just a second, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
We still have the cross-examination to do.
But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. As if I have a choice here.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I will expose the lies in that also beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes two of us. Okay, let's start by pressing everything. Water.
Why is it Mr. Wright?
If a person in the wrong way, it might raise suspicion on his end. Have to do something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit.
Yes.
How much is your fee?
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial.
No. I'm not thinking of hiring.
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
You want to kill me? You want me dead, don't you?
What? Why would you think something like that, Your Honor?
Guilty. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you are hereby declared guilty.
Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your clients, are they not? I would think that most people wouldn't be able to overlook a person hiring another to kill.
If I had a problem with such a thing, I would be very effective at my job.
Ah, yeah. Well, a change in occupation might be good for you.
However, I will say this, even though I am the one who does the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party.
That goes without saying, Mr. the Killer.
And their fate is to live with the knowledge of their guilt on their shoulders.
What's that voice?
On their shoulders.
It was like a voice break, but I kept my voice. Just another in the same time. That was so weird. I wonder if that gets picked up. I do have a filter on, so...
However, my client this time thought that they could run away from their guilt.
Are you talking about the button and the knife?
Yes, on my business card.
Oh, this card.
So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. Always make it a point to make things as easy as possible.
You try to make things easy.
My business card makes it very easy to identify who carried out the service.
He's pretty devoted to his work.
But to disregard everything, to go and stab it, even hide my card from sight, that is something I cannot overlook.
It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing?
I That is correct. Usually most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I already told you. I have no intention of using your services. Ever.
Why does he keep looking at me like I'm the one on trial here?
From the very beginning.
That is correct. From before my client visits the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times.
I wonder if that's really true. That's odd. Okay, we'll go back to that one then. So what do you think your client did there?
What do you mean by why?
Well, fiddling around at the scene of the crime is pretty risky. Now, why would someone who has requested the murder go to the crime scene anyway? Oh, that is true.
I assume it's probably done to frame Miss Engarde.
If that's the case, then why didn't the person just request that you do it?
Sadly, that is not possible. My job is to kill. That is all. And to leave my business card behind. Naturally, the business card is so my clients may escape blame. To protect them is my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else to take up your fall.
And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that will never be called to the stand again.
Again, as in you plan to continue?
I must. As I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the fourth successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No, I'm fine. Really?
Are you really now?
Wonder what kind of man that just thinks I am now. What are you going to do now, Phoenix? All I can do now is expose the lies. That's true. However, you realize that will be very bad for our client, right? I'm so confused, but the one thing I know for sure is I can't let this trial end yet. Okay, so this is the point of contention.
We'll save here to save time.
Okay, so how? Where's the lie in that? She had the drink. Thank you so much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
When Adrian Andrews entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Juan Corrida had been murdered.
But how? How do you know that?
From this wine glass, Yana.
The glass?
I guess. Mr. the Killer's supposed client thought Mr. Corrida had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim. Okay.
But isn't that just part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Yana. This glass bears the fingerprints of that person. Had this been planned, they would have never left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. So, Mr. Edgeworth, what's your opinion?
Yeah. Strangely enough, I had the same exact thoughts just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyway, correct?
I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have had knowledge of Mr. Corrida's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
How strange.
Yes.
Why is that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Wrong voice again. Phoenix, if they gotta figure out what they're up to, we're in real trouble. Yeah, I know. Cedric, I'm surprised. You know you can't say things like that without any evidence.
Ah, sorry. That was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I'm positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken.
Very well.
Right now, I have to buy us some more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here, just know that the very outcome of this trial lies with those items.
Okay, 1 sec.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the award ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
That doesn't give us much to go on, so we have to press.
So you basically met your client, huh?
That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
One week ago, are you sure?
Yes, I am quite sure. I, of course, had my own preparations, and I was barely able to finish when you request my services, Mr. Attorney. I hope you will keep that in mind.
Please, stop.
In any case, my client this time had a very specific date and time in mind.
Specific date and time? Yes. The night of the award ceremony. You didn't ask why on that specific night?
No, I tried to fulfill all the conditions of my client's request. But as for why, I only had my suspicions.
Suspicions, huh? Sure. So what are these suspicions you had? Why did your client request that? Why did your client request that night?
I'm sure it was all for the bear.
The bear?
My client spoke of it. I'm sure there will be a bear-shaped figurine in Juan Corrida's room. I would like you to receive the item for me.
You must be talking about this bear puzzle. So the figurine was a suicide note. Naturally, the victim brought it with him to his hotel room. He was planning to publicly disclose its contents at the press conference, after all.
That is correct, and if I had not done the job that night, I would have not have known where that bear figurine was.
I see.
Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
I think it is. The testimony just now has made one thing clear, and that is... the client knew the secret of the bear figurine. Huh? Why is everyone so quiet?
Ah, Mr. Wright, I think all of us already knew that.
Oh, really?
Witness, please continue with your testimony.
So you physically met Adrian Andrews, right?
Of course I did.
What was that? What was with the brief pause? Sure. Witness, I would like you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail.
And why is that?
That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak with the client while looking them in the eye.
Oh, well, Mr. Wright, was this me of any importance?
Don't think it'll penalize me. Of course it was very important enough. Mr. the Killer had met his client before the murder. It's unlikely he's mistaken. Yes.
So you're saying this client really was Adrian Andrews?
I guess so.
You see, it is as I just said.
I'm so lost. What the heck am I supposed to be helping here? Calm down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
Now then with the witness. Witness, please continue.
So your client was Adrian Andrews.
That is correct.
Well, he says the two of them met. If they did, then there shouldn't be anything wrong with the killer's testimony. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything strange this time around. have to draw more information from him, but you can't draw his suspicion. If you can't do that, you should be able to find a flaw in his system somewhere. Talk about the delicate balance. Delicate. Prison? Where? Yeah, that's just that again. Yes. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
My question was, did you really meet Adrian Andrews in person?
I've already told you, Mr. Rice, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face I began to trust him.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
That's when I told I can't trust this person as a client.
Ah, it's true that what they say about talking face to face. That was right. Was the testimony just now very important? Yes, it was. It was very important.
If I heard what I think I heard just now, then I think I forgot him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony just now was of the utmost importance.
Oh, really?
If that's the case, witness, please include the statement just now in your testimony.
Very well.
Okay, should I just press it? But as we know, that was not how it turned out, correct?
What do you mean?
Adrian Andrews turned out to be a client who couldn't stick to the rules, right?
Well, yes. I suppose you are correct.
So I would like to check one last time. I assure your testimony is accurate. Present? There we go. I would like to go over this one more time. You met Adrian Andrews at a bar, and took the request at that time.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you thought he was trustworthy.
How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
I'm sorry, but that's an impossible tale.
What?
Shelley the killer. You have never met the real Adrian Andrews. Because you made one very big slip up about her.
So, what is the issue? Exclamation. What did you say just now? About her?
If you had ever met Adrian Andrews in person, one look would have told you that she is a woman.
Oh!
Hold in the court. That's right. What is the meaning of this?
This witness testified to the following: that he always meets face to face with his clients when taking their requests.
But I just never met Adrian Andrews in person.
Yes, Your Honor, that is exactly the point. That means Mr. the killer's client could have not been a Mr. Adrian Andrews. Seeing this in HD, I remember it looking weird then, but seeing it like this in HD,
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one. However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake?
I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor.
Her name?
Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name. That's not a word I actually normally say out loud. Androgynous? Androgynous name.
Oh, yes, I see.
Unluckily for Mr. the Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Adrian Andrews' gender, and so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with.
Oh, what is going on? Surely the Killer. This call demands an explanation.
I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another.
So does that mean I remember something different now?
Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
I know he's just gonna spit out more lies. More lies.
Very well, but this time,
please give us the truth and nothing but the truth. I think it's about time I retweet.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took the job without having met my client. The request was for the murder of Juan Corrida and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man.
oh, so you took this job through a letter.
He didn't mention anything about the letter in his earlier testimony, which means he is definitely lying. Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's over for us. I know, I can't make him suspicious, but I think we're okay. Like, we can do this. As long as he's standing there across from me, no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he'll counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
But didn't you just say that you always meet your clients?
Yes, I suppose I did say that. However, there are some clients for whom a meeting is simply not possible.
Like a celebrity. But didn't you meet your client this time?
No, I did not.
Oh, come now. Let's stop with this game on cat and mouse.
Using your silkiest voice is not going to work on me.
Alright then, just cuff it up and confess. That's alright. You can't badge a witness with such harsh words. You're a lawyer, so behave like one and present evidence instead of mindlessly yelling. Now then, do you have any proof that Mr. the Killer met with his client?
No. No. Sorry, Your Honor. Fortunately, I don't have any proof.
I see. Then your line questioning was another waste of time.
Sadly for us, Your Honor. That is the nature of right and wrong. Ha ha ha. Very funny, Edgeworth. Wait, no, go back. Huh? In prison. I hate this. Let's go back. And why could you not meet certain clients?
Recently, there has been a pandemic.
Why did I break my voice then? Out of all places, then where I break my voice?
Recently, I have been receiving more requests. If I meet each and every client, I would lose some nice business opportunities.
Nice business opportunities.
On top of which, the times have changed. It is now the age of information and computers. Correct? Well, I have joined the times and now take requests via electronic mail.
You know, it's weird because this game is supposed to be set in around this time. I'm not sure. Maybe this is relatively the past or relative future. It should be around this time. But they're still talking about electronic mail, not email.
Electronic mail. You have to mail that in a specially insulated envelope.
Case in point.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I despise the shortening of words. What I meant by electronic mail was what is commonly referred to as email.
Email?
In a contest of mimicry, the judge will beat a pass, hands down. We tried that already. Anyway, so you took this job without having met your client, and 2 or 3 other small things. See, I can see the future.
Yes.
What were these other things?
A few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
Does it now? Does it really? What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? Really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way and he got mad. I'll go for it. Whether or not death related to this case is for the court to decide.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client, which is why I wonder why is he pushing you to continue this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
That's...
Oh, I smell the stench of a backstabber, and should you turn out to be one,
Wait. Uh-oh, this is looking really bad. I shouldn't press my luck. Alright, I have to think. Is this worth pursuing? Well, I have a little thing that's called cheating, so I'm just... No, it's not cheating, it's just... saves coming. I'm doing it because I want to save time, mostly. Witness, this is a very important matter. Please cooperate and tell us what these other jobs the client requested were.
if it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine.
The bear figurine.
After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine?
It was inside Mr. Corrido's suitcase.
And then what did you do next?
Handed over to my client right away.
You gave it to your client. Interesting. This importance certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony.
As you wish.
There's a part of me that wishes I had like a foot pedal. Or like, it's... Like imagine a Steam Deck that I can just use with my foot. Because having to... Wait, I didn't... press the touchpad. Yeah, because imagine just having... Because at the moment, if I want to press buttons and do effects at the same time, I need to have one hand on controller and one hand on my phone, which is less than ideal. We've pretty much reached the end of our rope here. Huh? Seems like we're still okay to me. And that's exactly what's so bad. At the rate we're going, we will end up completely destroying the killer's lie. If we do that, you already know how serious of a situation that would put us in. Oh yeah. All I can do now is pray that those items reach us in time. Okay, let's press on that first. So you're saying that you never saw your client's face, not even once?
Oh, I did. Once. It was when I went to give my client the figurine.
Oh, yes, I see.
But Miss Andrews was wearing a mask at the time.
A mask.
The Nickel Samurai mask, I'm guessing.
That's alright. What do you have to say about this? Do you have any problems with this piece of testimony?
Well, yes. That doesn't prove that it's... I'll step off for now. I think I can pull something out of what he said, but it would be real bad if I did something and made him mad. If I did something and made him mad over something trivial. No problems with the testimony, Your Honor. Oh, okay. I found this figurine at the Miss Engarde's mansion. If you gave it to Miss Andrews, then what was it doing there?
I was waiting for her there. That was also part of the plan to frame Miss Engarde, I'm sure.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Well, that's right.
No. It has to do with... It's no use. As long as I can't put my finger on the central problem here, pressing this witness anymore would be extremely dangerous.
Ah, it appears that Mr. Wright has no problem. Well then, witness, please continue.
Okay. I'm gonna attack that statement. Let's go there. One thing that sort of stick out at me, Yana. Witness, I think I most definitely saw your client's face. Eh? Let's recall Mr. Powell's testimony.
After that whole ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Matt was standing there in the front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. Matt gave the bellboy a tip.
You received quite a large roll of cash from Mr. Engarde, and at the time he was not wearing his nickel samurai mask.
Order. Yes, now that you mention it, I do remember that.
If only I did.
Witness!
Yes, that night I did wander the floor as a bellboy. I received plenty of tips that night for carrying juice to the various rooms. Is that so wrong?
Huh?
The man who gave me that tip was not my client. He was probably just a very generous person.
I'm sorry, but sadly, we are not nearly so generous here. How could you receive large rolls of cash simply by bringing people things on trays? Then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? You said that before. Oh, the deja vu. Isn't his salary more than enough for one man?
Where is your evidence that the large roll of cash was not in fact a tip? Come, Miss Edgeworth, show me the money.
Why did you say that?
Judge, show me the money!
Why did that one hurt extra bad? Water.
What?
Mr. Attorney.
Yes?
You know, I think your line of questioning has been a little strange. In fact, I would say you don't seem to believe Miss Andrews is my client.
Oh, no, it's not like that. I just think lies aren't a good thing, you know?
Oh, I know and agree. Lies are not a good thing at all.
Oh, he doesn't know either, huh? Interesting. Well,
I think we are on the same page now, aren't we, Mr. Attorney? Remember, if I feel threatened in any way, I'm free to cut contact at any time.
I'm sorry, please forgive my foolishness. I've only been this apologetic all the time.
Lower stakes.
Anyway, I don't think a huge contradiction here. Therefore, you may continue, witness.
Huh? So, the killer says he gave the figurine to Miss Andrews. But I know somewhere in that statement there is a contradiction. And yet, I know that I've presented something trivial here. He will cut the connection on his end. If you want to make a strong point, Phoenix, you have to present strong evidence.
She's right, so now what? Dr. Wright.
Eh? See where this goes. Witness, let's go over this one more time. You gave Miss Andrews the bear figurine, and she told you to take the bear and wait for her at the Engarde mansion. Is that correct?
Yes, where are you going with this?
Well, I think maybe you might have remembered a few things incorrectly.
What?
This is a battle of wits. I can't let upon him. I don't think it's possible for Miss Andrews to have been the recipient of this bear. Huh? Shelley the killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not have been inside. Okay, yeah.
This item.
I see where you're going. Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where's everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
Yana, please think back to Miss Andrews' sesame. And I was going to burn it. For her sake. Yeah, even for a single minute. This bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands. I'm sure she would have taken the suicide note out and burned it.
Hold on. So that's where you two were going.
So by the very fact that the suicide note was still inside the bear, tells us that your clients didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle.
Oh, which means?
It means, Your Honor, that it's impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client.
Oh.
Hold on.
Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No, that's not.
That's enough. If that's your intention, there is only one thing for me to do.
Wait, please.
Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
Hold it. No, please, not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney, being a strategy expedient may stay my hand. Otherwise...
Winder. Sorry, are you...
Mr. Adrian. Yes, Your Honor. Well, I don't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony?
Well, this is enough.
Well, we should. Adrian, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she'll... Prosecution.
Well, let's come over, everyone. Even you are.
Prosecution. Rests.
What's going on around here?
Prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor.
Oh. What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further questions, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that's the case, then even though I'm reluctant, I must believe that Mr. the Killer's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley the Killer's client is Adrian Andrews. Besides,
yes, Your Honor.
If I end the trial here, right now, then your client, Engarde, would be charged innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews would be charged with murder.
Miss Andrews would be charged with murder?
The prosecution has no further questions, so we'll now hear the defense's final remarks. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Engarde, to the stand.
The items from Mr. the Killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out. I can't believe it. The outcome now lies in your hands.
Did the old guy finally decide? To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But, at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent.
Huh. So, I guess the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Mr. Engarde?
What atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this, and fishing like a spring breeze crap. This is just as atrocious. Don't you agree? Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already. Right, Mr. Lawyer? Should I side with justice? Or should I save Maya's life? It's better get Engarde a guilty sentence. Okay.
I already have Echo, why did I decide to do it again?
But if I did that, Maya will die. But if I say he's innocent, then Miss Andrews will be charged as a murderer. Do I say he's guilty or not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end. Wow, that was very bright. It all hinges on who I choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who had the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Engarde, is innocent.
There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you?
Right. I can't do this. I have to decide something.
I can't count on evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart.
Your evil game. I hate you.
Actually hiding it.
I can't press it.
My client, Engarde, is...
Oh boy, I hate this.
Well, obviously the right answer is guilty. But at the same time, Maya. I would say not guilty. Let's see what happens. Guilty.
We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. Engarde, your client deserves an answer.
Maya, I'm sorry. Engarde is... There she is! How should he hit me from there? But sure. Franziska von Karma. What was her voice again? As a German, I'm horrible at doing a German accent, so... Ow! You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I think that's what I did. This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off of that scruffy fool.
When you bring them the final pieces, do you have them?
You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Von Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine and his injuries are minor. All of the items are inside this.
What a filthy old coat this is.
That's Gumshoe's. I can spot his tattooed rags anywhere. I apologize for his ugliness, but there was nothing else to rub the items in.
I've fought long and hard this whole trial. All for what's inside that raggedy coat. I'm sure that inside that coat lies a crucial piece of evidence.
It's not gonna help that much, is it?
Your Honor, inside that filthy coat are the defense's final piece of evidence. Your final evidence! Let's see what's inside it, don't we? This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe the evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial.
But what?
Your Honor, it's our duty. Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence, down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you're right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, it's one obvious. The rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
Oh, you must have been in quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
Somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn this whole situation around. Like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
That is all we can hope for.
The first item is a pistol.
Does the killer pistol have anything to do with this case? I don't think so. What can it do with the pistol given that it has not been used? Huh? When did that person die? Go away. Don't think that... Nah. Does that person have any relation to this case? I don't know why I even pressed because it's moved in the last second. We have yet to perform a ballistic test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case. At least with me. That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That's what I believe, yes.
Oh.
I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as a sort of memento. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test.
So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francesca. It's probably not going to help us very much.
The second piece of evidence is this videotape.
I bet the killer took this. Yes. A question. Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Oh yeah.
But what speculated this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because he came back to his hideout for it.
The killer went back to it for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Surely the killer is no ordinary man.
Contents unknown, okay.
The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform.
Is that uniform on the Gatewater Hotel? Yes, it is. Was that used during the crime?
I'm almost certain it was. There is even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this on the night of the murder.
There is one thing I found interesting
stop it.
There is one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And why is that?
There is a button missing on this uniform.
A button?
It's a very unique button. I'm sure if we were to recover it, it would provide us with an interesting clue.
One of the special buttons is missing.
That is all I have to present, Your Honor.
Just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure where we are on the news and listening to this, I'm certain for Shelley the Kid's height will be very important clues. However, our question is not who did the killing. It is who is the client. Yes, that is correct. And these few items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may step down now.
Right, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence.
Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand out our verdict.
Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end?
Phoenix.
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. Oh, I forgot! Did I miss the part where there's that fail screen? Okay, so I'm not there yet, so I'm still in the safe zone. I want to save before that.
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You've come this far. You can't give up now.
But no matter how you think about it, it's...
Try, for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us.
2?
The first, make Engarde wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh.
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. If Engarde himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible.
The second way, force the killer to end his contract with Engarde. If the killer were to no longer think of Engarde as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Mia? That's even more impossible. He's a man who follows his duty towards his clients above all else.
I know both of these seem impossible feats at first, but if you could make either one happen, it would truly be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge has already said that he doesn't need any more evidence. The pieces he was just shown, he's not accepting them.
Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that what has always worked for us?
Exclamation.
The other side?
Wait, does that mean... You mean to turn things around?
Phoenix, the judge said he doesn't need the evidence. If that's the case, then who does need it?
The person who needs the evidence.
The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We have all seen the pieces of evidence, and as we have come to know the truth. But there's one person who has yet to see them all, and that person does not know the truth. That truth, it may be what will bring about the miracle in the end.
Ho 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 ho. There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict.
Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids?
I have already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence.
I am not saying it is us that needs evidence, Your Honor.
Then, you want to show the evidence to that person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
One chance.
Please show your evidence who you think is the right person.
It's impossible to turn this situation around in one try.
One try, that is all I will permit.
Okay, I will save here just in case it doesn't let me save later. Which, considering it hit the court record for me, I am not that. What's the right word? It's not too far out of the way of the realm of possibility. That's the word I was looking for. I have to try and remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix. Think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking Engarde down at the same time. I think I have an idea because it looks like the killer actually believed that he met Adrian Andrews. Well, maybe not. No, actually, no, he didn't. But the fact that the Engarde actually has like a use a security line against him does, can incriminate him itself.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to?
Okay, so I should be able to use it here already. So. Let's see.
I see. And now, tell this court about One Piece.
Okay, so... Okay, let's do that. Whatever.
Well, what do you think, Miss Edgeworth?
I don't have anything to say to this.
How about you, Miss Von Karma?
Well, I was just shot, so...
I'm afraid I cannot allow the defense to continue.
What?
No one understands what you're talking about anymore.
Wait, please, one more chance.
That is enough, Mr. Wright. I will now state my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Engarde.
And now he says innocent. But, let's look at what's gonna happen now.
Not guilty.
Because in the original game, there was something that happened. Though that was different than what was supposed to be.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
And just like that, the case came to an end. I ran away from the courtroom and wandered the streets alone. I never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word, so I'm sure he released her as promised. I heard the verdict of Miss Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. The miracle never happened. Okay, maybe it was never meant to. Because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. The end. So, in the original game, something else happened. Justice ill-served. Although that does look like 3 eyes. Okay, so. Oh, didn't show up on... Okay. Okay, so... actually showing it is a bit of a headache to us, so I'm just gonna read it. A large part of this scene's infamy stems from a grammatical error in the American version of the Nintendo DS English localization of Justice for All, where the line reads, and suddenly it's moved around, where the line reads, "The miracle never happened." And there was that. So I am slightly disappointed I actually fixed it. But of course they had to, so... Okay. So I definitely know who I'm gonna go for. The killer. I see, and now, tell this court what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Videotape. Well, what do you think, Miss Edra? I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to that witness. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver for Maria. Alright, looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence.
How? He can't see. Yes, one is all I need. I've here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back.
That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape.
I thought so.
I am afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
Do you know the contents of this tape?
I was certainly told by my client to not watch it, so I have absolutely no idea.
Actually, you are on this tape.
Me?
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Oh, it actually did that. Your actions were being recorded.
What?
Is that true, Mr. Wright?
Who was it that planted that camera?
Well, the only person who could have placed the camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally.
Exclamation.
Oh, that was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen. Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so they could film you.
I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why.
Why did Engarde film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They wanted to see Juan get his, or wanted blackmail on you. Correct? Didn't trust your skills. Obviously, it's wanted blackmail on you. Because he said that. Your client once told me something very interesting. We're talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone. Least of all, assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay, even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say? What do you have to say to that, Shelly the Killer?
Oh.
Again?
It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all.
That's right.
Well, if that traitor was your own client, what would you do then?
That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment.
Red. Very strong red. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So, the traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around.
That's alright.
Yes?
My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious items.
What? I'm not an item.
Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. Well, this trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I am sort of... I don't quite know what happened at the end. With the witness and... something. Ah, Miss Von Kammer, when did that... She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down the verdict. Yep. Miss Engarde. It looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I'd like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict if you please. Oh, is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chiefs. Chief. Guilty. If he goes free, he'll be afraid for a little bit, and then the killer will get him. If he goes to jail, he'll be afraid for a long time. So, you know. Guilty. Matt Engarde. Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. Me, my wonderful self, guilty? Even if you got acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You can't run away from your crime anymore. No! Guilty! 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 There we go. To be that strong. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. I don't remember you helping out much in this. Miss Edgeworth, how is Matt Engarde? I have left Miss Von Kammer in charge of an incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whip leather right about now. Nice. Would feel really good on his freshly scratched skin. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt for society and for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're saying you're gonna choose death, then that is not of concern to me. Words. But after that, when I was alone at the detention center, that's the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved. Seeing her smile is actually pretty nice. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy that you two are in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned.
You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right. Wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your clients off. You've got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there's something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. I need to move the mic. Why did it suddenly so high? Yeah, I read that. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. I already did that, so I'm... Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right. Edgeworth, I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. That was fast. Really? Pearls, you're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. She's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Ah, Mystic Maya's safe. You really did it, Mr. Nick. How? She punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Thanks. Oh. What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier. Thanks. Ow! Why are you still smiling? Mr. Phoenix, right? You're lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you are still happy? I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? No way. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago. Edgeworth? For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. That doesn't look like Edgeworth at all somehow. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened. So I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Try again. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well as you should have. The prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. That's foolish nonsense. The prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant, but every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge that we hold, and everything we have, erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch, but we'll always eventually reach our one single truth. This, I promise you. The truth? Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you? Right. That's why you couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights on victory. Who ran away into the night.
Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me all those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool. Miss Von Karma. I don't want to hear the voices whimpering of a disgraced loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over.
The voice completely went away. Francisca threw something on the ground just now. This is electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track the test of the Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip?
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she was saying by this action. Should keep this, right? Okay.
Nick! Maya! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
How nice.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got Engarde convicted, like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. Oh, sure press out like this trial. You're really lucky to be standing here.
Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I'll just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost. I'll just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Perry.
Is it really that easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't mention it. Maya.
Oh, Miss Edgeworth.
I'm gonna leave you alright.
Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Miss Edgeworth.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago.
Huh.
That's not the sound clip that I would probably use for a summer growling, but sure.
Alright. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where are you going?
Food, Nick, food! Rub, chow, I'm starved, haven't eaten in 3 days! I'm so hungry even you look like a nice juicy burger on the bun to me, Nick.
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Miss Edgeworth, please.
If you insist. Alright, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Wait.
Don't be silly, Nick. This case messed up that awesome evening and got in on the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food! Food!
Eh? Here? 7:38 p.m. Hey! You look very different, Jackson.
Alright, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Gumshoe, are you alright?
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit the telephone pole, of all things.
Telephone pole? Then it wasn't the red light that got him?
You did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear old heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of the Sea Samurai.
Thanks.
Now look here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon you bullied Mr. Right too hard? If you don't stop being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight even.
I'll keep that in mind.
Well, come on now, everyone got around. I'm gonna get your picture taken by a genuine
I'm gonna go with genuine
professional photographer.
Looks like lots about yourself a new camera.
Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight it's all about eating. So let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
Oh, you know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective.
Me? You really think so?
He's alright. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending.
Well, you know, it's What? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
There's also the button.
Oh, what? 4?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket.
There was a 4th item?
Oh, come on, y'all. It's over. Oh boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped, never dull moment with you, huh? Haha, you think?
Why does she look so happy about that?
But being shut away for 2 whole days, weren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off things, I drew a picture.
Well, let's see.
Sounds like you had a rough guy. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mr. Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Aw, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
It sure is nice to finally see them both smiling again. Oh? Why is it Edgeworth? This thing is picking up something up.
That's Mr. Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most powerful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me.
That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location.
It's probably busted or something, sir.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. There's 2 possibilities. No, either.
It could be Francisco.
Probably Francisco. I still have some work to do.
Huh? Miss Edgeworth, you haven't eaten anything yet.
And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait. What?
Wait, what happened?
I thought so. I just want to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right? I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. Whip him good! What's this? Thank you. So all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
It looks like...
No.
It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left Mr. Nick. Hey, Mr. Maya? Yes, Pearly. I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean. But Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, so who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say, thank you to Nick.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill.
Huh? Yeah, I got me situations just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here.
It better be anyhow for $3,000. Huh? Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since you're only a tab and all. Huh? Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? And around this time, if you had a DS, you could actually, speak into the microphone, which literally was just, was the noise, was it not? So let's see. Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal, time to let it all out.
This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. Alright then, if you say so. Objection! Planning, script director, Shu Takumi. Shu Takumi. You really came through for me, Nick. I had to hide that letter, but I knew you'd find it. I really feel like I've been living on the edge lately. I mean, I've escaped death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. Design art, Tatsuro Iwamoto. I'm so happy that you could save Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a proper place for honeymooners. So I sort of made a reservation for the 2 of you. Just in case. Pearl. Background graphics, Shuichi Muramoto, Kuichiro Yamamoto.
Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief and he got me reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I know it's crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal. Never change, Gumshoe, never change. Character graphics, Seiko Takeda, Shigeo Endo. Oh, you. I completely forgot your voice. Hi, Maggie Bird. I'm retiring this uniform as of today, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to the people who come by to the restaurant. Sir, hope you stop by sometime, Miss Wright. Oh. I think I remember something like that. Graphics assistants, Masashi Saito, Koji Nakano. I remember Maggie Bird being in the next game. Oh no.
Yes, I'm here to visit the patients. I'm Director Hoti. Recently. Yes, like, I haven't seen her around. Yes. If I even laid so much on the liner, it would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped up. Yes.
Please, never appear again, please. Main programming, Tadaaki Yamamoto. It's time to begin a quest of world circus domination, sweetie. And to let the world know we are serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe. Hey Max, what do you think Zimbabwe is like? Do you think there are castles made out of cake and bunnies who can talk? Huh? I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at most jokes. Programming, Hideki Yatomi, Kazuki Sonoyama.
I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm going to be more contemporary with my humor. Mocals represent. I got a new act all up worked up. Prepare for the holiday course.
Say something, are you? You're supposed to
sort this off. Get on with it.
Good. 2 voices will be. Music, sound effects, Akemi Kimura.
What's this? Jet is just an ordinary electric razor. I understand. I can't believe this. Really? How long did I plan to make me do this? But it's a Juipo's idea, so it means it must have a deep hidden meaning. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me? Or would they? It was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought the world of me. He used to call me queen when they hadn't teeth me like it's gonna feel the pain of my head, it's gonna feel the bananas because of playing with fire vengeance because of the other way house where the sort of scene with banana because think that I actually caught up. Special thanks, Katsumi Marunaga, Hiroyuki Kodo. Actually caught up. Special thanks, Kumiko Suekane, Yukari Suabe. I appreciate everything you and Miss Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right, I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. Oh, I'm really thankful to have met everyone. She's gonna have a whip. Producer, Atsushi Inaga. Oh.
It has become difficult for me to say in this controversy. As such, I will take a search leave of absence. If you would like to explore my services, please sure to visit my homepage. May we both be blessed with long longevity.
Well, that one was faster than usual. Our executive producer, Shinji Mikami. Who's next? Oh, the music stopped. I don't know how much later that is. Where are you going, Francisca?
How did you know I was here?
With this.
That's...
I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example.
That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. It's going in the trash, I promise you that.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting.
When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
4 things?
It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket.
He put it here? It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over.
What are you going to do now?
That is none of your business.
Are you running away?
Shut up. You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter.
Francisca.
So many expectations for everyone around me. Every expectation I must first fail. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure, such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There is no doubt about that. But me, I'm no genius. I always known that. But I had to be one. I had to.
You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away.
Speaking of that, White gave me this to hold on to. White, you knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. Hope you will think deeply about why you should be striking down with that whip.
You haven't changed a bit. You have always left me alone or walked on ahead without me. Marge Edgeworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally my chance to take my revenge over you when you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge.
I see.
You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today.
I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews.
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit your walk down the persecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma. Ah.
I am Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. So you had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah, she's literally what? Teenager, I think. So, yeah, that's still natural for her. Oh, that's a texture.
Phoenix, right. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle.
Off to Germany.
Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this fourth piece, so I can give it to you when at last we meet again.
And that's probably the drawing that Maya drew. Will we see it? Yes. Well, that's actually pretty good. Pretty good. Such a good place to end the game on as well. Capcom. Achievement unlocked. Farewell, my turnabout. There we go. If I press continue, what will happen? Okay, it's gonna end there. So, what a game, eh? Thanks to everybody who made the game. Thanks to everybody who I've read the name of. And I will be playing what's it called again? Trials and Tribulations. I will be playing that eventually. I still have to continue with the now I'm gonna go back to Mega Man for a few streams, and then I'm gonna go back to Phoenix Wright. So for now, for me, thanks for watching.